Hello, welcome back to Sleepy Scientist Plays Rome Total War. Where we left off, we noticed Capua really angry at us. Why Capua? Oh, squalor and taxes. Yeah. I guess Curia that might allow people to be a little bit happier. Lilybaum built that. Syracuse. Stables is fine. Carthage is already building something. You are already building something. Lexus Magna, make sure to build. You are going to be a focal point for further invasions. So make sure you have a good army because we are going to be heading east with you. Tingi, not so angry anymore. Demidi, not so angry anymore either. This is good. This is good. We're fighting the Numidians back quite harshly. I don't think they can or will be able to survive this. They have an army here that we could basically just starve out of this island, even though starving is not a thing. Imperator. They are going to be losing a lot of money in this, and I think actually I'm going to move this army up and build another fort here. Fortified position. I don't see why not. Gonna creep up on them and move in from the east a little bit too, especially if I can build myself some more military here, which it does not seem like I can. So I'm going to build that up a bit, and I guess build up this army as well. Build up this army and then take it north along this road, I think. Wherever this road ends up. I don't know where exactly it ends up. Take this road north. I think it goes through there. And attack Cirta. Maybe two-sided attack here. One from the south here and one from the east. Should be good. Should have this handled. And might as well take Palma too. Though they don't have anybody in it. A lot of their armies are just weak, like really weak. Fleet ready. And so are the what are they called? Not Carthaginians. I forget what they're called. Oh, Nuerius Scipii. Okay, so he's in Messina, that's fine. This island's going to need a couple extra people for when the other people die. This guy's getting a lot of command stuff. I think they want to make him into a general, but I don't know if I trust him. I don't know if I trust him enough to be an actual general. That fort was destroyed, perfectly fine with that. There's rebels on the road here.
Killer waiting for orders.
Just kill them, I don't care. What kind of soldiers are they? Bunch of peasants and a bunch of skirmishers. Yeah, so not anything remotely scary. This army's good, and I don't want to waste it, just throwing it away like that. So I'm going to build up here enough to keep them happy and then head north. I guess build another archer. 3 archers is fairly good. Though I want to kill these guys too. What should be the option then? Is there anybody? Is there an extra? There's this extra guy, but he just popped out. Is there any coming of age soon? 12, 13, 11, 9, 13, 10. So in a few years at least. And we'll have a couple more people in our family that we can take an attack with, which should be good. I'm thinking we should build up a little bit more soldiers on this island so that we can then take it. See, we have a couple targets. We have like this northern frontier, and then we know there's a massive army here. So we have a couple battles we are going to need to fight. These guys are stubbornly not coming to attack me, and I wonder if it's just because I've got this fort here. But you think if they thought they could surround me... Ooh! Okay. Egypt just attacked me. Egypt just attacked me. I was not prepared for this. Faction announcements. Continue expands. Good. Construction report. Put another one of those just in case. Tingy. Building one of those. That's fine. We are going to need... Okay, so we're going to sit, mull this over, but this, we can't let this stand. The longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be to fight this back. We cannot let the Egyptians push us out of this area here. And we should have talked to Partha. Now I'm just... I don't know how to say. Okay. You know what? What's their army like? Archers? Desert Axemen? Skirmishers? Before they get reinforcements. We're sallying forth. We cannot allow them to take Halicarnassus from us. I will not allow this. So good general luck is important, I guess, but you make your own luck. Ugh. We knew this was coming eventually. So if they want to come in, if they want to fight this, I'm prepared to bring the fight to them. I have no qualms with letting, with doing that.
Forward! Forward!
I'm gonna have these archers on the wall, see if we can pelt them. I don't think they will have much to fight us with. And deployment and start the battle. Are they going to move towards us? No. They're moving away. This is actually good. I'm going to move these soldiers out. I'm going to try to pull them in close to the wall. Wound them as much from the towers as possible as I'm fighting. And get a bunch of free kills. I mean, they're already probably taking damage from these walls as it is. They have taken heavy losses already. Which I guess is good. I'm gonna want to hug this wall. Like, no use wasting kind of the natural defenses I have already for just a, gonna get them to run out now. Because they're just kind of wasting their men as it is, kind of rushing here, getting shot at by my archers in the tower, and then running back. And I'm fine with them doing that. Like, look how many losses they've already taken. I'm fine with them doing that. Prepared for these things to begin attacking. I think they already are, yeah. Which is good. Do as much free damage as possible. Like, I'm not quite sure what the AI is planning here. But you picked the wrong people to pick a fight with. I can tell you that, Egyptians. Like, we're not giving Halicarnassus up without a fight here. And if you think this measly little army is going to actually have any effect, I just flat out tell you you're wrong. My archers are running out of ammo, but that's the least of a problem. That's not a problem. That means they've been firing this entire time and landing kills, and I have no problem with archers running out of ammo. The only better thing was if I had a catapult or two. Come on, dude. Come on, Egypt. Come fight us. I dare you. I dare you. I'm kind of confused of why some of my army was so far back, but there wasn't too much of a problem with that, I guess. They've moved out of the archer's range. I'm going to see if I can pull them back into it. Oh, they're moving forwards again, I think. I'm waiting for my army to actually, like, fully get out of here. I'm not quite sure why so many of them were so far behind. Oh, those are the ones that were in the middle. It was the dogs were apparently in the defense position there. I'm going to move my troops up now. Try to tempt them out to come fight. I'm going to move them right in front of the wall here. Nope, the archers are fine, being where they are. I'm going to move my cavalry up there. I'm going to put my auxiliae behind here and move them to wherever I think the cavalry are going to be coming. And the dogs I'm going to put off to the right and do basically the same as I'm doing with the auxiliae. Hopefully these guys creep closer, try to come fight me, because if they do, the tower would be more effective to kill them with. Bowmen, yeah. Make sure... Yeah, see, they're firing arrows. Damn. That's the one part of their army that was... that scares me at least a little bit. It's largely made up of skirmishers. So... they will be effective against... They will be effective against this kind of slow crawl move closer. I'm going to charge them from their flank here and basically begin the attack here. They're already running, which is good. They already begin to run. My general, oops, sorry. My general needs to toot his horn. Good that they're already beginning to break completely. I see no problems with that.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it's beyond belief.
Kill their cavalry. The chariots are very dangerous, and I do not like having them around. Fine. Continue the battle just to hunt down these last guys here. As much damage as possible is good.
Full of fear, and now they flee.
You made a mistake fighting us, Egypt. You made a mistake.
This is a heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms.
Egypt, we were friends, bud. We were friends, and you attacked us. I mean, I was planning on attacking you, but that is merely a minor inconvenience. Get these back to full strength. And in fact,
Fleet ready.
let's see what I can do here. What do you need? I mean, another cavalry wouldn't be too bad. More archers wouldn't be too bad. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move back,
Set sail.
grab another archer. Grab these. Roads, you can have a low tax rate for the time being. And we will grab you a, make sure you have an actual army there.
Fleet ready.
It's 5. How much do you need? 5. Okay, so this is
Fleet
perfect.
ready. Sir, I cannot. Yes, Captain. General. March.
We will not stand by idly and let Halicarnassus be taken. We will fight back the Egyptians. We might even help the Pertha. Okay, I've just completely forgot. How do you say it? Pontic. Okay, so I've been saying this completely wrong this entire time. You know what? So what? Okay,
General. Imperator.
speaking of taking it to the Egyptians,
Onward.
even without a general, we're going to be moving east.
Forward. Engage the enemy.
Okay, I didn't mean to discover this. So we're gonna move back after and heal.
Victory! Out of move, sir!
Romans, that's fine. Sorry, archers, that's fine. This guy is going to go back and repair everything and then head out afterwards again. To that end,
General, sir! Orders, Imperator!
how much of an army can we gather here, and can we find someone to lead it? Because the Numidians, while a target, are not the target anymore. The Egyptians are. They're way too big to just allow them to have free reign here. I'm going to fight them. I know I've been holding out, giving allies the diplomat to the Pontics, but get out of here, Egypt. Think you can fight me? You think you can fight me, Egypt? Come try to siege me again. Just try it. Try it.
Sir! March!
I'm gonna need to retrain. I'm gonna be taking the fighting to the Egyptians while I finish up here with the Numidians. Build up an army and I'll move out and come south. You guys are already basically full strength. We're gonna need some people to hold this town though, so I'm gonna build up and then head east. I'm fine with you sitting here. You're just annoying the heck out of the Numidians. I mean, I think they've even had to shrink their army a little bit. No, they haven't had to. Where's that really good assassin? Oh, here he is.
Killer waiting for
I'm gonna move him east.
as you command.
We're going to have to deal with this eventually, but it's not too big of a deal. And like I said, we have bigger targets. What are you... What? What is this? Where's my boats here?
Aye, Captain!
You...
Prepare to engage!
Yeah, don't even try. Don't even try, bud.
Yes, Captain!
We do not allow any of that here. We control these. We're going to control the sea completely. And if you try to fight Halicarnassus again, what's going to be? It's just going to be repeat what happened last time. You will not be allowed to take Halicarnassus, and we will actually expand into the former Pontic territory. We're going to also expand here. But after we finish this, you've awakened the might of the Scipii with our tons of money power. There we go, they're trying to siege again.
We're under siege!
Settlement besieged, Halicarnassus. Yes, I will make sure to fight that. End of turn report, making money. Popularity gained with the masses, good. Faction announcements. Okay, one of our admirals died, that's fine. Marius Scipio. That's fine. Actually, okay, he's outstanding speaker. Okay, that's fine. Construction report, good. Recruitment report, good. Ceasefire in effect. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Great, grab what we can here.
Orders, General! Sir! Imperator! Imperator! March! Sir! March!
Okay, we can grab pretty much everything, but that's fine. Head east.
Fleet ready! Prepare to engage! Yes, Captain. No more moves.
They might come to attack us here, but that's fine. I'm going to do the exact same thing with a much larger army.
Attack.
Force these guys off my land. This is Roman land.
Units, await my orders. Legionary. Battle group. Battle group. General. Battle group. Battle group.
Okay, we don't need anybody in the center. So again, just move up. Don't. That was a mistake I made last time. I'm not going to make the mistake again. Archers
Auxilia. Forward.
on the wall.
Forward. Move out.
And just let them take as much damage as possible. Okay, they're moving that way. I'm gonna try to tempt them to get closer by actually opening the gates while they're not too far away. And beginning my march. I mean, if they're just gonna, like, run down the hill... Okay, we are going to need to bring everybody down, which is fine. Okay, so archers, you are going to need to head off the wall. You weren't doing anything up there, so I don't think you really have much to complain about. What the heck is... Just want to watch to make sure that they don't come up the hill at me. And as well as war dogs. Holding this little copse of trees out here, which I don't think will actually be much of a problem, seeing as we are holding the gigantic city. Actually, gonna send my infantry to run. Get them out of the fortress as quick as possible. Get my front line up. It's the kind of the ideal here. You guys can run too. And I'm fine with them sitting down there far away from the walls. But I want them to come attack me. I know they have an ambush in there. Just a matter of time getting it sprung and like getting these guys out. So I'm just gonna speed this up, get my full army out of the door. I think it's a mistake in their part to actually hold back while I'm doing this. At the very least, they could be harassing me with arrows or something. But I don't think they're not even attempting to do anything like that. Okay. Move my troops up. I don't want you to do that. I don't know why it's being so weird with the archers. Okay, they're coming up. They're coming out. Okay, they have those. So Tetsudo, I think that should defend against the arrows, while we soak up kind of the brunt of theirs. I'm gonna try to force them up while we are chucking arrows at them. I want them to be uncomfortable. I want them to be the ones on the back foot here. I'm fine with expending tons of ammo, killing them bit by bit. And they're trying to get arrows against my Tetsudo formations, which is not going to work. It's just not going to work. One or two men might die, but we are having the much more effective arrow hail. They're just running? Okay, so they're taking damage here and just running, apparently. So, charge. Get what you can out of this, I guess. Before they can leave, do as much damage as possible. That battle went weird. They just left. They just left. Interesting. They killed 2 from that initial arrow barrage. And I killed 200. Get out of here, you damn Egyptians. You don't know what you're doing. Retrain the 1 unit, I guess. But with that, I think I'm going to end this episode. We're pushing the Egyptians back just by killing more of their men every time they attack than they kill of ours. I'm also going to build an assassin just to start culling their generals a little bit. But thank you for watching. This has been Sleepy Scientist. Hope you enjoyed.